purpose to create this channel Book Tales by Pritha was to make people read more books. Reading has helped me in very many ways. Reading has helped me in better understanding of people, their culture, their customs, their ritual. Reading has helped me to travel various places in the world when I had no money to go to those places. Reading has helped me to become happy. Reading has helped me during my failures and to overcome those shortcomings. As reading has so much impact on me, so I thought, why not talk about 10 great books which I think you can read to become a reader and start your reading journey. I had made a similar video last year as Books for Beginners. I will put the link in the description down below as well in the cards over here. Do check that out also. Now, without further ado, let's begin today's video. Hello and welcome to another new video by Book Tales by Pritha, wherein I make contents on books, life, career and personal growth. To get notified, do subscribe to Book Tales by Pritha. The first amazing book that I would like to refer as a book for beginner is The Little Prince by Anton D. Saint. This book has been translated into several languages and it has been a bestseller over many years now. The Little Prince is actually the story of a little prince who travels various spaces on the planet, including Earth. The book is based on the theme of love, loss, friendship, dejection. The book is filled with beautiful illustration from beginning till the end. I say that Little Prince is not a book for children, but it is a book for everyone at every age, and every person at different stages of their life will interpret this particular book, The Little Prince, based on their understanding of human nature surrounding. The book is based on these philosophies. The Little Prince was first published in 1943 and since then it is the bestseller and it is read all across by readers of different generation. If you have read The Little Prince already, then do mention your feedback in the comments down below. And if you haven't read it, then do grab a copy of this particular book. And if you want to buy it after watching this particular video, then do buy it from the link given in the description down below, because if you buy it from the description down below, then I get a small percentage from Amazon affiliate link. Now let us go to the next book that I would like to talk here is Tuesdays with Morrie by Mitch Albom. Morrie, a college professor in his late 60s, gets to know that he is dying. Mitch, who was his former student, bumps into Morrie in his final days. The book discusses the basic life philosophy in a story manner in extremely simple, easy English language. This book is again for everyone, one of the best books that I have read on life's philosophies and human values and principles. I don't own a physical copy of this book, but I want to grab it soon because this book is a gem of a piece and a must read for every beginner. If you haven't read this particular book, go get a copy of this book and do let me know in the comments down below what are your opinions on Tuesdays with Morrie by Mitch Albom after reading it. I say this book is for everyone and everyone must read this particular book at least once in their life. One book that I would like to recommend for great books for beginner is Jaya by Devdutt Pattanaik. Again, it is a bestseller. Jaya by Devdutt Pattanaik is one of the first books of Devdutt Pattanaik that I have ever read. Jaya contains interpretations of different theories of Mahabharata. Now, Mahabharata has a special liking because it was one of those serials that used to come in Doordarshan in late 80s, which I used to watch with my grandparents. And you know, as I said, that Mahabharata has got very many theories surrounding the different incidents that have been narrated in the tale of Kauravas and Pandavas in Mahabharata. Devdutt Pattanaik, in very easy, simple language and with the help of his own illustration, gives understandings of different theories that have been mentioned in Jaya. I think Jaya is also an amazing book if you have an inclination towards interpretations of Indian mythology in the current day and age. If you have already read Jaya, then in the comments down below, do mention your feedback on this particular book. And if you haven't read it, then do grab a copy of Jaya, read it, and let me know how did you like my recommendation of 10 great books for the next book that I would like to recommend in this particular video is Ghachar Ghochar by Vivek Shanbhag. This book is again a bestseller, and it talks about how when money comes in the hand of a middle class family residing in South India, how human ethics, morality, relationship between the different members of my family keeps changing. I have a full review of Ghachar Ghochar in my channel BookTalesBy Pritha. I will link it in the description down below as well as somewhere in the cards over here. Do check it out. Now, Vivek Shanbhag in this small novella of less than 150 pages has very well discussed what goes on when money comes in the hands of a middle class Indian family. If you have read Ghachar Ghochar, then mention in the comments your feedback on the book. If you haven't read Ghachar Ghochar, then I suggest it is a must read for everyone who wants to read something that is a bit different. Ignore that because that is the parda which is moving in, and I am also getting distracted with it. But with the fans on, I am shooting in this manner, in this new setting, just to make good content for you all. If you like this content, then do hit the like button, and if you like all my contents, then do ask your friends and relatives to subscribe to BookTalesBy Pritha, because only then small YouTubers like me get encouraged to make better content for you all. Now I will get back to Short Stories by Tagore is the next book in this particular recommendation. How can one not talk about writings by Tagore when I am mentioning about books for beginners? Tagore has written on every aspect of human life. He is one of the best Indian writers. I consider him to be so. If you also think same, then do mention in the comments down below. Do read Short Stories by Tagore. This is particularly for those who are not well versed with Bengali language. The Short Stories by Tagore is available not only in English and Hindi, but also very many languages, maybe Indian as well as international. Do read it because each of the stories that Tagore has written in his lifetime is a gem in itself. If you want to buy any of the books that I am mentioning in my video or any of the videos, then do buy it from the link given in the description down below. The next short story collection that I would like to mention in this particular video is Short Stories by Roald Dahl. Actually, it just came in my mind that I should make a separate video on Roald Dahl and his writing skills. One of the best writers of all time. Writings of Roald Dahl or his stories or his short stories rather are for everyone, be it children, be it the old, be it the young, be it the adult. Read them if you haven't read it. They are fun, they are satirical, they are witty, and they are something that you will cherish reading it. Trust me on that. I enjoyed reading Roald Dahl when I was a kid starting my school. I still enjoy reading Roald Dahl in my mid-30s. So you can understand. That is the fun, that is the enjoyment one gets while reading stories written by Roald Dahl. If you have similar opinion like me, then do share your feedback in the comment. I would love to hear from you all. What are the books that, if you are a reader, would like to suggest somebody who is just beginning their reading journey? The next book that I would like to mention in this particular video is a Hindi book. That is October Junction by Divya Prakash Dubey. Divya Prakash Dubey is a contemporary Hindi author who is like the Chetan Bhagat of Hindi literature. October Junction is a book that I read in Hindi after 12 or 15 years, but the book I found to be very, very relatable. It talks about the problems or the issues that modern day youth faces. You can see yourself or your friend in similar situation if you are today's youth. October Junction, I think, is also available in English for those who can't read Hindi. for those who can read Hindi language, I will say that do check out the writings by Prakash Dubey, because he writes in very, very simple Hindi based on different problems faced by today's youth, based on life's morals, philosophies, ethics. Divya Prakash Dubey's writings are based. One more book I have read by this particular author is Musafir Cafe, which is also very, very relatable. At least I found so. And again, written in very, very simple English. And I am recommending these books because I think each of these books are also available in English language. Now, the next three books that I will talk are non-fiction, because I know that many of you may want to start your reading journey by reading non-fiction. So, the next three set of books are for those beginner readers. And do let me know in the feedback, your feedback in the comments. I would be waiting for it, because that is the only lollipop that we content creators, small content creator like us, get if you share your feedback and opinion after watching our video. So do mention your feedback in the comments down below. The first non-fiction that I would like to talk as a book for beginner, a book that I have talked quite a lot in my previous video. The book in question is this one, Zen, The Art of Simple Living. This is the book. You know, I think this book is again for everyone. In this book, there are 100 small lessons which are to be practiced in every day of your life to be happy with what you have, to be content with our small activities of everyday life, to make your mind calm and peaceful. This is a perfect book. And again, I think this book must be read by each and everyone. You know, I read this book last year at a point of time when I was not getting answers to many questions. I was not happy with myself. The major impact that this book had on me, it helped me to calm myself. Because when just the lockdown had begun, we were all clueless. What to do, what next, what will happen. At that point of time, I read this particular book. That time I read an e-version. Now I grabbed the physical copy of this particular book. This book is amazing. Again, the book is filled with beautiful illustration all across. So if possible, do grab a physical copy of Zen, The Art of Simple Living. This book is again a bestseller, and I think that this particular book, Zen, The Art of Simple Living, is a must read for each and every one of you. The next book that I will talk over here, or the last two books that I will talk, these two books are must read if you are a content creator. For every kind of content creator, I think these two books are must read. The first book is this one, Neil Gaiman's Art Matter. This book is a bestseller. This is a very small book. You will finish it if you are a beginner reader. 45 to 60 minutes, you will complete reading this book. This book is filled with illustration. This book majorly talks about how you should act when an idea comes into your mind. What you should do when you have a creator's block. This, again, on similar lines, is the next book. It's Elizabeth Gilbert's Big Magic. Elizabeth Gilbert is the author of bestseller Eat, Pray, Love. I'm sure all of you have heard about this particular book. If you haven't heard about Eat, Pray, Love, I'm sure you have definitely heard the name of Julia Roberts' movie adaptation version of this particular book, Eat, Pray, Love. Again, in that particular book, which is also a non-fiction, The Big Magic, Elizabeth Gilbert talks in details about what to do when an idea comes into your mind, what to do when you are at the peak of your career, and how will you think what you should do next, what should you do to overcome your best point. Various things have been described in all these books that make these books interesting, and if you are a beginner level reader, I'm sure all the 10 great books that I am using this particular word great in this particular content, because I feel that each of the books that I have mentioned in this particular video is great in its own way. If you have read any of these 10 books that I have mentioned in this particular video, then do share your feedback and comment in the comment down below. And I also want to know what kind of content would you like to watch on my channel, Book Tales by Pritha. I know the times are difficult, and now in every content I am talking, make peace with yourself. Do not judge people. Let there be what it is going to be. Things we have no control. We cannot be sad over it. So let one day go at its pace. Take small steps. Try to learn new skills. You know, the extra time that you are getting since last year, try to utilize it in some way so that it could be useful to you in the long run. So for today, these are my 10 books for the recommendation of books for beginners, and I hope these books, any of the books that you start reading from this particular video, it will help you in some way or the other to become a better reader. I will see you soon in my next video. Till then, tata, goodbye, and have a great day. Stay at home, stay safe. Thank you for watching this particular video till the end.